Can we sit down? No interruptions. Open dialogue without judging. Dope discussions. Dope discussions. Talking real raw. Ain't no cutting. Open dialogue without judging. Dope discussions. Dope discussions. Can we talk about it? Yeah. Can we talk about it? Yeah. Can we talk about it? Yeah. Talk about it? Yeah. Can we talk about it? Yeah. Can we talk about it? Yeah. Talk about it? Yeah. Can we sit down? No interruptions. Open dialogue without judging. Dope discussions. Dope discussions. Talking real raw, ain't no cutting. Open dialogue, talk without judging. Dope discussions, dope discussions.
Let's get into it. So, first things first, shout out to, is it Dreadhead Mike? Let me see. I think I saw you in the chat. Yeah, Dread Mike. There you go. Shout out to Dread Mike 73. He was actually the one that emailed me over this topic. So shout out to him. And I think this is very telling, and it would be very dope for us to dive into what's at play right now. Okay. Big shout out to Derek. It says, we always got your back. You've been a real one since day one. I appreciate that. And shout out to you guys that have always supported me, always been down for your little big sis, not letting no haters stop y'all. I appreciate that. It's been a lot of weak sauce-ish going on. And so I'm glad to know that you guys are still here to support and rock with us. And support us and show us love. Okay. But I really want to get into this article, and I will be sharing my screen in a second. We can't hit 200, but I'm going to ask for 127 likes, okay? So y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. And like I said, y'all, it's going to get real, okay? Okay, just making sure everything is... Hold on, do I like this? Yeah, that's fine. I do want to get into the nitties and gritties of this conversation because it is showcasing a lot. It's really showing how things have changed. And a lot of females thought you men were lying. They thought you were bluffing. They thought you were capping. They didn't believe you when you said that you were done with the disrespect, the neglect, the emasculation, the unruliness. They didn't believe it. And now with this coming forward, I can't damn talk, forward and forth, damn it, we are able to see that men are meaning what they are saying out here, okay? So let's go ahead and share our damn screen, and hopefully I don't get tongue-tied while I'm reading this shit, and get into this, all right? Now this says, David Bridal files for bankruptcy for the second time in 5 years, all right? UFO, don't laugh at me. Y'all know your little big sis. Damn, big ass lips and shit. Okay. David Bridal, you guys, is filing for bankruptcy. Why is this? What is going on? Well, we're going to get into it, all right? It says, wedding retailer David's Bridal is filing for bankruptcy for the second time in 5 years and is laying off 9,326 employees over 4 months, the company announced Monday. So this is very recent, you guys, okay? David's Bridal's first filed for bankruptcy in 2018 to restructure its debt. But the COVID-19 pandemic meant less customers were visiting its brick-and-mortar stores, and factories had to shut down. Now, this is very important and very telling that it happened over the course of the pandemic, because let's be honest, y'all, during the pandemic, a lot of people were able to see their spouses for who they really were, married or not, right? And a lot of people were like, you know what, nigga, I really don't like you like that, or bitch, I really don't like you like that. We not gonna continue this relationship, right? A lot of people were getting divorced and all of that during the pandemic. And so I wouldn't be surprised if that also contributed to less people being married, right? During the, let me put it like this, y'all. Shout out to you, Abby. She says, much love and respect to you, my beautiful sis. Keep your foot on their necks. You know we will. And we can hit 200, y'all. Y'all give us 197 likes, okay? Now, let me say this. During the pandemic, if you guys remember, it was a lot of divorces taking place, a lot of people breaking up because you were confined in a small space for a long period of time with your significant other. And you had a chance to see up close and personal how much you really kind of didn't like that person or you really did love that person. And unfortunately, a lot of people came to realize they were not compatible. Things were not panning out the way that they thought they were. And so I believe that also contributed to a lot of marriages being on the decline, okay, if we pay attention to the timeline. So not only are we not able to go out and visit these stores, but people are not wanting to get married anyway. It's like, no, I'm done with this bitch. You know, I'm done with this nigga. Like, we're not even together no more. Like, that's a wrap. So that's also something good to highlight. But let's continue. Okay. Let me see. You got divorced? Lord have mercy. Hold on. I want to get that off my screen, though. But shout out to Abby and shout out to Derek. Okay, let's get back into it. Sorry to hear that, though. That's messed up. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people got divorced during that time, right? And again, it's because we were able to see that we really weren't rocking with people how we thought we were. Okay, it says, we have successfully modernized our marketing and customer interaction processes and driven our retail service levels to best in class, CEO James said. Nonetheless, our business continues to be challenged by the post-COVID environment and uncertain economic conditions, leading us to take this step to identify a buyer who can continue to operate our business going forward. Now, what is this saying, y'all? This is saying that even after the pandemic and all of what's going on, COVID and all of that, a lot of people were not trying to get married. Why? Because during that time, a lot of us were able to see, once again, we really don't like these people that we've been mingling with. We don't like these people we've been interacting with and engaging in relationships with. So a lot was exposed during that time, which led more and more people to be like, you know what? Marriage is off the motherfucking table. Okay? Do y'all know how many guys came to me during this time, was like, yes, D, I'm finding myself falling out of love with my woman. You know, she has an attitude all the time. You know, us being confined in this small space for so long is just really taking a toll on our relationship. And I just don't know if I can do it after this. So I think the C19 really helped to expose just how much we really were not compatible with people and how much we really didn't want to be with them long term, like maybe we thought that we once were, right? Because it's like, damn, me having to be with this person, not going to work, right? So we don't even have a job to distract us, right? Let's put it like this, y'all. A lot of our relationships are hanging on by threads. Let's just be honest. We can hit 300. Y'all like the video. We should have 235 likes. Okay. Let's be honest, y'all. A lot of our relationships are hanging on by threads. The only thing that is saving us is the fact that we do have to go to work, or we're just distracted by other things, having to be preoccupied with other things. But if we have to put to the side the fact that I gotta go to work, or I gotta go and run errands, and I gotta tend to kids, and I gotta, go pick them up from school, and I gotta drop this off, and I gotta do all these different things, it really does put this big ass flashlight on the fact that, damn, I can't stand you. What was keeping me here was the fact that I had to go to work and I didn't have to deal with you all day, every day. What was saving us was the fact that we had to go and tend to the kids. But now the kids at home with us, you at home with me, like there's no buffers. So it's just like, I don't like this shit. Right? And during this time, a lot of couples were able to see if they were strong or if they were fragile. And unfortunately, a lot of people saw that they were fragile as fuck. Hence why we have some of our crown heads in the comment section saying that they actually got divorced. So let's take C19 off the table. Now we're back, to business. Well, now that we're back to business, I realize how much bullshit a lot of these females are on. Having to deal with them on an ongoing, consistent basis. I don't know if I want to get married at all after all this shit. If this is how she really is. See, we were able to see how people really were outside of having to do this and do that, outside of the buffers and distractions. And a lot of us came to realize, this ain't it. And then when we were able to go outside, Lord, that's when we got real ratchet and loose. Now, let me put it like this. When we were able to go outside again and get ratchet and loose and let our hair down and all of this, I think that also put a spotlight on how can I say this nicely? It put a spotlight on how a lot of us were just, and this is not to be mean or disrespectful, I'm just being honest, a lot of us were for the fucking streets. Have somebody caged up for a long period of time and then let them loose. And then they're single now because they man don't want to be with them no more because, whatever the case may be. Now a lot of females are just like, you know what, I'm ready to kick it. And before you know it, it was like, I'm ready to go. And all of these females were being exposed for, being for the streets, being pass arounds and not giving a damn about it because after all, I'm back outside. I'm ready to let my hair down. I ain't tied down to this nigga no more. He left me. He divorced me. And we were exposed for, once again, being for the streets. And a lot of guys could have had it in the back of their minds like, do I really want to get married to these hoes? Look how they act. It took for them to be caged up in their house for an extended period of time for them to act like this. This guy, that has them acting like this. Which is why a lot of people also became pregnant, became baby mamas around this time. Like, let's not sleep on what they was calling them the, what they call them babies? Them, the C19 babies, COVID, they had a name for them. It had got so damn ratchet and loose. So I would not put it past us that is also a reason why these bridal shops and stuff took a hit. Yeah, the COVID babies. That's why, these bridal shops took a hit after the fact, because it's like, damn, not only did we realize we can't stand these bitches for real, right? But now we're able to see all these females act ratchet and loose and be for the streets and be pass arounds, be ran through and all that. Do I really want to settle down with these females? And on top of that, they're giving it away for free because they're just so happy to be back on the scene. So it wasn't even a challenge to hit it. It wasn't even a challenge to get them draws, dog. I hope y'all following me with that. But let's get back into it, y'all. We can hit 400, all right? Okay. It says, nonetheless, our business continues to be challenged by the post-COVID environment and uncertain economic conditions, leading us to take this step to identify a buyer who can continue to operate our business going forward. In 2012, a private equity firm bought David's Bridal, which riddled the company with debt. Additionally, societal changes such as couples marrying later and having smaller weddings and women buying dresses online and secondhand has impacted the weddings industry in recent years. Orders will still be fulfilled and stores will remain open, and its website will still be available, it said. Additionally, customers will still be able to take advantage of Diamond, the rewards program. Gift card returns and exchanges are also being honored. I want to really highlight this for a second, y'all. Okay, I think that's the end. Now, Ryan got me some wigs over here in St. Louis Public Radio, and bitch, I don't want no damn wigs. Anyway. Now, check this part out. It says that additionally, societal changes such as couples marrying later and having smaller weddings and women buying dresses online and secondhand has impacted the wedding industry in recent years. Let's get into that for a minute. Girl, what they spying on? Because, bitch, I ain't got no... They know where I'm from. St. Louis. Like, bitch, how you know I'm in St. Louis, ho? And then they just gonna assume because I'm a black woman, I'm assuming that I want a wig. You know, look how Google be trying to spy on. She's from St. Louis and she's black. Let's put this advertisement in front of her because I bet Dub, the black bitch from St. Louis, want a lace front, bitch. But anyway, let's get into it, y'all. I want to highlight something. Yeah, having no weddings is also something. I want to get into something as well. Now, it said that also in recent years, y'all laughing, I don't see that was some bullshit. That, you know, not only are people marrying later in life, but also smaller weddings and getting dresses secondhand, online, all of that is also contributing. What does that tell to y'all? I'll tell you what it tells to me. Again, we hit 400. Y'all like the video? Share the video and subscribe. We should have at least 345 likes. Okay? What that's telling to me is that once again, men are not playing. Not only do you have these bridal shops going out of business or going bankrupt and all of this due to men not wanting to get married at all, like the brother said in the comments, but also you have men out here laying down some kind of law to where it's like, I'm not going to overdo it either. Let's peep the game and break it down. For so long, women were able to say, I want to get married here. I want to do it like this. I want to buy this. You better pay for this. You better pay for that. I want this luxurious, lavish wedding. And if you don't give it to me, then you're trash. And, you know, all of this shaming goes into making a man do what you want him to do, right? But now, men are like, look, if I get married, because it's already an instance or a case where men are on the losing end of the stick, right? I got to be honest, y'all. And again, let me pull up Derek because you ain't got to do that. And shout out to Abby, too. Okay. Not only do men come up on the losing end of the stick when it comes to getting married, but also it's just a lot of females out here that are not trying to be on code or not trying to, you know, act right or be in alignment with the man. So it's just all around like, I don't want to get married at all. So that's a contributing factor. But men are also like, look, bitch, if I do marry you, since I'm already on the losing end and all of that, and, you know, you got a lot going for you that benefits you as it pertains to marriage, you're going to at least have to make some kind of adjustment and compromise for me. Again, that's the same thing that's at play. Men are not playing. If I do get married, there's not going to be all of this money that I'm spending on this wedding, which means your dress may be secondhand. You better go on Shein, bitch, okay? Go on Shein, get you a nice little get up, go down this aisle and get this over with. You know what I mean? You got this going on as well, to where men are protecting their wallets, protecting their pockets, even if they do get married. So that's also a contributing factor. It's not this clear cut and dry thing to where men are just like, no, I'm done with marriage. I'm not getting married. Fuck marriage. You know, that's not the only side of it. Another side is, if I do get married, look, we're going to be budgeting. And I love that. Because what it does is, yeah, Shein, you heard me, sis. You better take your ass to Shein, bitch. Men ain't playing. Men are not playing with their finances, with their money, with their time, with their energy, their love, their relationships. Men are really out here treating marriage and relationships like a business. And I'll be damned if I go out of business fucking around with a lot of y'all unruly ass chicks. Let's be clear, you guys. It's already, I'm trying to put this in a way to where it's like, I'm not trying to say that marriage is just this dead end for men, because it can be a beautiful thing when you're with the right woman, when you're with the woman that is going to love you, honor you, respect you, reciprocate, pour back into you, and help y'all's union ultimately evolve, blossom, grow, be strong. You know, she's going to help you run that business beautifully, you know, together. Like, she's going to help, she's going to assist you. It can be a beautiful thing. So when I'm saying this, I don't want it to come off like I'm just condemning marriage, because I'm married. My husband is a married man. You know what I mean? So it's beautiful with the right woman. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Marriage is already structured to where if things go sideways or things go south, the man loses. Right? He loses potentially his money, his home. He can lose his name, because a lot of bitches keep the name. Like, nah, bitch, I'm still Belle. Right? He can lose his kids. He can lose half his business. Man, it's really set up and structured to where the man loses. And that's because the men, in a lot of instances, are the breadwinners. The men are the ones that are the providers, the protectors, the leaders, the ones that keep everything structured. Right? And so by default, they just kind of get on the losing end. It's set up that way. Right? And I'm going to even go as far as saying this. Even if he's not the breadwinner, I've seen guys be on the decline with that. RIP to my brother, but I saw him go through some complete and total bullshit with his divorce. He was not the breadwinner. So even if, let me put it like this, y'all. Even when it comes to men, when it comes to divorce and marriage and stuff of that sort, either way it can be a lose-lose. Because if you are the breadwinner, they're going to make you pay out to the woman, because, again, you are in the position of power. You're in the position to where you're able, let me turn this on. You're in the position to where you're able to provide for that family, provide for that woman, and she was taking care of the kids, whatever the case may be. And so, yeah, dish it out because of that. Or on the flip side, like my brother's instance, to where he was the one that was raising the kids and his wife went to work, right? His ex-wife went to work. They'll say, well, you can't take care of the kids. Let's be honest. And do y'all think that men are not peeping that game? Y'all think men are out here like, yeah, let me just go ahead and sign my life over to this unruly woman, even though she treats me disrespectfully, and even though, hell no. Hell to the no. Let's be real, y'all. These men are really scoping things out, really peeping game, really trying to see, who's authentic, who's real, and who's worth that type of risk. Because either way, if it goes south, it can go bad for that man. They got y'all on a chopping block either way. So on one instance, it's like, oh, you're the breadwinner, so therefore you gotta pay. And on the flip side, if you're not the breadwinner, it's like, well, you can't afford to take care of the kids, so yeah, you don't get the kids, and yeah, so and you're a man, so yeah, she doesn't have to do this for you, and yeah, so I've seen that happen, y'all. R.I.P. to my brother. I saw him go through that shit to where he did everything for them kids. Like he was a stay-at-home dad, essentially. He did everything for his children. He taught them. He was the one that was spending the most time with them, tucking them in, giving them baths, doing their hair, getting them ready for school, all of this. He did all of that. While his ex-wife just really just sat by, went to work, and came home and went to sleep. I've seen this shit. And during that divorce, they did my brother hella dirty. And then when he got a job, they still took his money, even though she is the quote-unquote breadwinner. Even though she made more money than him, it was still like, oh, well, you're a man, so still pay up. He didn't get to claim the kids on the taxes. Nothing. She got it all. And as a matter of fact, he had to pay her during tax time. It was crazy. This how they do men, though. So when you have these bridal shops going out of business, it's because men understand the risk. They understand that a lot of this shit is set up against them. And so they got to be very careful and cautious about who they choose to be with. Men are not playing games. And a lot of us, we thought men were playing games. We thought that men would just sit by, tolerate whatever foolishness we gave to them, and it would be all fine and dandy. And the moment that we got bored, or we didn't want to be with him no more, or, we just felt differently, we can just have it our way, pack our shit up, and leave that man in the dust and continue on with somebody new, somebody else. No. Men now are like, oh, hell no. If you are not on my program, if you are not the type of woman that I see fit and suitable to be with, let alone marry, I'm definitely not walking down no aisle, signing over no paper. I'm not doing none of that shit. This is why these places are going bankrupt and going out of business shit. Men are done playing. Shout out to my husband. If y'all are not channel members, y'all need to become channel members so y'all can go check out our dope discussion that we did on Sunday. My husband even said that when it comes to marriage and men getting married, 9 times out of 10, the man is doing that for the woman. Matter of fact, let me take a poll. I just want to see something. Let me take a poll. We can hit 500, y'all. Y'all give us 475 likes. Let me take a poll. Let me see. Thank you, Dim Eyes, for being a channel member. And thank you, Tokyo Child. I'm going to read that in a second. I want to ask the men, do men get married for the woman? Yes or no? Because my husband, if y'all missed that, he said 9 times out of 10, men are only getting married because the woman wants to be married. Men understand how important marriage is to the woman, and since he loves that woman and he values her and all of that, he just go ahead and say, okay, baby, let's get married. But it is not this instance to where it's like men are out here like, oh, all my life I wanted to be married. I wanted to have a big wedding. I wanted to have a wedding band. I wanted to have a ring. I wanted the cake. I wanted to have a honeymoon. My husband said that is not the case. Tokyo said for the kids. I want to know. We got a poll going. I want to know. Do men get married for the woman, or is it because he really wants to do that for himself? Y'all give us 495, 500. Y'all stop playing with us. Y'all like the video. I'm gonna give y'all a minute on this poll. Well, until I read my super chats, and then I'm gonna end it and see what y'all saying. Hold on, who is that? That was Dim Eyes, wasn't it? Oh, why doesn't it show me? I hate that when you send a membership comment, it does not show up on screen on StreamYard. I have to go on my phone. But Dim Eyes says prenuptial agreements aren't guaranteed anymore. What? They can be argued in court and thrown out. See, this what I'm saying. I wish I could put it up on my screen. I can't though. This what I'm saying. It says women want weddings. Hold on. Let me see what y'all. Let me end the poll. Okay. According to the poll, it is 80-20. Do men get married for the woman? 80% of y'all said yes. 20% said no. What does that say? That says to us that what his wife challenging the prenup? Damn. This says to us that a lot of these men are only getting married because they are with a woman that they see value in, and they are doing it because it's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this for her. Right? But it's not this instance to where it's like, oh no, I want to get married because, you know, I always want to have a tuxedo on, and I always want a big pretty wedding band, and I always wanted to eat some wedding cake, and I just dreamed about this since I was a little boy wearing Spider-Man drawers. No. 9 times out of 10, the man is getting married because they are with a woman that desires marriage. He loves that woman, and he wants to do it for her. That's just the honest truth. And the poll that I just took proves that. So what does that mean? That means a lot of these guys out here are not with women that they find value in. They do not want to be with long term. I don't give a fuck what she wants. I don't want her. Let's peep the game. Thank you, Tokyo Traveler. It says, brothers, be careful about seeing brooms on the sidewalk. If you step over it, some chick might claim you just married her. Now, what Tokyo Traveler is trying to be funny and say is that a lot of these chicks are so desperate for a relationship and to be married that, you know, they'll say because you stepped over a broom on the sidewalk, aka jumped the broom, that, oh, we's married now. Right? Because a lot of these guys out here are not signing up to be married. Now, let's go back to our poll. I asked the brothers, right? We can hit 600. Y'all give us 531 likes. I asked the brothers, do men get married for women? Or are they getting married for themselves? Because they just genuinely, truly in their heart of hearts as men want to be married. 80% of them said they get married for the woman. So that means, especially with this decline in people getting married and this decline in, you know, wedding gowns and stuff being purchased and bridal shops going bankrupt and all that, that means a lot of these guys out here are not finding women worth it. I don't give a damn that this woman wants to be married. I won't take that sacrifice for her. I won't make that compromise for her because I don't want her. She's not somebody that I would even want to take that type of risk with. This is what this is saying, you guys. If men are only getting married 9 times out of 10 for the woman, that means a lot of women are not hitting on what these men are looking for them to hit on in order to even jump the broom or make that type of compromise in the first place. Let these females cap to y'all and tell y'all, we don't want to be married. We don't want husbands. We don't want to have to settle. We don't want to settle down. We don't have to answer to a man for the rest of our life. We done with that. Let them lie to y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, as a woman, a married woman at that, okay? Thank you, Safe Rides. I'm going to read all that in a second, y'all. These females absolutely do want to be married. What they're running into is the fact that a lot of men do not desire to be married to them. And so since men don't see the value in marrying them and making that compromise for them, they are trying to save face by saying, well, I don't want to be married anyway. When you do, it's just that you're not quality enough for the men to see fit to marry. Please follow me. Because men absolutely do and will make that compromise for a woman. Even with all the risk involved. Take my husband, for example. Again, that was a dope conversation that we had on Sunday. My husband told me flat out, look, I don't really see marriage how you see it. But I love you. I value you. I see how important it is to you. I'm ready and willing to do that for you. Because I see the quality of woman that you are. I see the type of peace that you bring to my life. But what you have today in mass is a lot of females to where it's like, even if a man does not see marriage how they see marriage, they don't even see the woman how they would like to see the woman. So marriage out the damn door. And since that's the case, you have a lot of females out here like, oh, I don't want to be married. No, men don't want to marry you. And since they don't want to marry you, you're trying to save face by acting like you don't want it anyway. It's very much so giving, let's say, a child giving out ice cream cones, right? Safe Rod says, it's not that we don't see value in women. We just don't see a reason to get government involved in our relationship who says we can't be together for a lifetime without the ring. Yeah, and that's something along the lines that my husband said as well, But at the end of the day, a lot of guys are ready and willing to make that sacrifice for a woman or make that compromise for a woman that they do see value in. Even with all the risk involved, even with the quote-unquote government involved and all that shit. Like, if a man sees a good thing and has a good thing with a woman, he'll do that for her. The issue is a lot of women today are just not worth that. Thank you, Veen. I'll read that in a second. I'm going to get to the rest of y'all in a second. Shout out to you, Charles. Shout out to Charles for hitting the Cash App too early. I appreciate it. Okay? But let me say this, y'all. It's very much so giving little kids with ice cream cones, right? Let's just use this stupid ass example just to have y'all get a good understanding of what's at play right now. As far as women talking about, I don't want to be married. Let's say it's a kid's classroom and they're having ice cream day for all the good kids. All the good kids get ice cream cones. Oh, yeah, you get an ice cream cone. You get an ice cream cone. You've been very good this week. You get one, you get one, you get one. But you, hold on. You real women, you don't get no ice cream cone. You been real bad. You been naughty. But the whole time, when the whole classroom knew that the ice cream day was coming for the good kids, that real woman's bad child, they couldn't wait. Oh, yeah, we get ice cream. Y'all heard we getting ice cream cones? We getting ice cream cones on Tuesday. Yay! I can't wait to get my ice cream cone. I'm going to put sprinkles on mine. I can't wait, man. When they give me an ice cream cone, I'm going to get sprinkles on mine. What else? I'm going to get me some chocolate syrup. period, sis. I might give me a little bit of drizzle of that strawberry, period, sis. And this is, reminiscent of women being excited about their wedding day. Oh, I can't wait to I get my wedding day. I'm gonna have me a big beautiful gown, and I'm gonna have me a fountain, and I'm gonna have me a big old diamond ring, and I'm gonna have all of this. Same thing with this badass real women's child to the ice cream day. Ice cream day comes. Y'all laughing? Just pay attention. Ice cream day comes, and everybody's getting their ice cream cone, and they pass her up. Where's my ice cream cone? Oh, I'm sorry, real women's. You don't get an ice cream cone. You've been very unruly, very disobedient, and you don't get rewarded with ice cream day because you have not been a good girl. This is what happened. Hold on. This is what happened. Thank you, Eugene. Hold on. I'm going to read all that in a second, y'all. Let me show y'all something. After so many times of not getting your damn ice cream on ice cream cone day for being a real woman, this happens. Because at first it was like, I'm going to get me an ice cream. Give me the ice cream. Because I deserve me some sprinkles. I deserve me some chocolate syrup. I deserve me a little drizzle of strawberry. The fuck? Y'all got me fucked up. See, I'm a real woman. Where my ice cream? I demand my ice cream. Don't you know, just by default of me being a real woman, I get a motherfucking ice cream cone, nigga. And then it's like, no, that's not how that works. And so every month on the Tuesday, okay, when it's ice cream day and it's time for everybody to come together and get rewarded for their good behavior and get their ice cream, the real women, they get passed up, and now they're this big fat meanies. All the other kids, they're excited about ice cream day. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, ice cream day is coming up this Tuesday. You know that? Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to get cookies and cream. I'm going to get Hershey's. I'm going to get Snickers. I'm going to get vanilla. I'm going to get chocolate. The real women, she already knows she ain't getting no damn ice cream. So you know what she does? I don't want no damn ice cream cone anyway. Fuck your ice cream cones, bitch. I ain't never want no damn ice cream cone. Ice cream nasty. Ice cream is nasty anyway. I don't like it. And I hate sprinkles. Sprinkles always make my teeth hurt. Sprinkles always get in my damn tongue. Bitch, what? Just making up excuse not to want the damn ice cream. Knowing damn well you want the damn ice cream. You was excited about the ice cream day your whole motherfucking life. Now you don't qualify for one. Now you don't want it. Fuck out of here. I ain't want no ice cream anyway. I'm a real woman. Real women, we don't like ice cream. Real women don't like ice cream. The fuck? No, don't Danica me. Yeah, that boy, that's how they be. No. This is real talk, though. This is real talk, though, Cameron. No, I ain't planning on being honest. Being honest. Real women don't want ice cream anyway, so it is what it is. Only these pick-me bitches want ice cream cones. Fuck out of here. No, you're just not suitable to get an ice cream cone. Let's be honest. And that's what's going on when it comes to marriage. You have a lot of front and stunt going on. Men don't see value in them. And so since they don't see value in those females act like and pretend like they don't want them anyway. I don't see value in you either. I don't want you either. I don't want to get married to you either. Yes, you do, bitch. Stop. What did we talk about in our previous dope discussion? We talked about how all these females really want a man of their own. We desire to be with men of our own. We want to be married. We want to be settled down. We don't like being for the streets. We don't like being pass arounds. We don't like sharing our men. We want a man that is all for us, that's going to take care of us, provide for us, protect us, lead us. We desire that. So that when they're out here saying, I don't want that for real, that's because a lot of men that they've encountered, even if they like those men, even if they were in a relationship with those men didn't see the value in them like that. And so now it's like, well, damn, I don't want it anyway. Yes, you do. You just don't feel like you're going to get it, or you feel like you're not worth getting it from the men that you want to get it from. I hope y'all following me. Thank you, Eugene. It says, in the words of a recent newlywed, bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Shout out to my good sis, Miss Kendra. Shout out to her and congratulations to her on her wedding. That's beautiful. I found out about that through you guys. So shout out to Miss Crimson Cure on her marriage. Right? And that's what and that proves my point. Y'all are here laugh, but I just want to know where I'm lying. You dying. I'm being honest. I want to know where I'm lying at, y'all. Like, and again, that proves my point. The women who have value to them, that are in alignment, that are on code, they have no problem getting married. They have no problem finding a man, finding a husband. It's no problem. Are there exceptions? Sure. You know, maybe you're a quality woman, but you're not in the same or the right environments, the right places that these quality men who want to be married frequent, or who wouldn't mind marrying you frequent. Maybe that's the instance. Maybe that's the case in some of y'all's cases, to where it's like, no, you're quality, but you're just not running into the men who are, you know, marriage minded, or who would not mind making that compromise to be married. That could also be a case. But a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest, these females, they just not it. So even if a man does not desire marriage like that, they still wouldn't make that compromise for them, because they just don't see the value in making that type of compromise for them. They don't see the risk being worth it like that. Thank you, Vinami. It says, a wife is a type of woman, not status. Ooh, that's a whole bar. That's a whole bar. It says a wife is a type of woman, not a status. Most women do not want to be a wife type woman. A man cannot turn a 304 nor a girlfriend type to a wife type. Let's explore that. Y'all, we should have 525 likes. Okay, we can't hit 600. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. All right, and I'm gonna get to the rest of y'all in a second. Okay. Vinami dropped a whole bar on our heads, and I just want to dive into it. Okay. A lot of these females of today, they only want to be married as a status symbol. We view marriage as a flex. Everything about it is just a flex. To shit on the next bitch. Thank you, MIA Adam. I'm gonna read out in a second. Look at what I got. You ain't got no ring. You ain't got no 3-carat, bitch. I got a husband. As my good sis 6 says, they use their husbands as a prop. Right? Because they know and understand the climate that we live in. A lot of these males of today, a lot of these men of today, they don't really, let's just be honest, let's pull back up our poll. 80-20. 80% of men said, no, I'm just doing that because she wanted to do it. And I love her enough to do it for her. I feel like she's worth the risk. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like she's worth the risk. I know this is not in my favor, but I love her, and I feel like she wouldn't do me like that. I feel like she's a solid-ass woman, and so I'm going to do this for her. Right? That's what's at play. But a lot of these females, since they only view marriage as a status symbol and not a way of life, and not as a character, as a behavior, as a treatment, men are not even dealing with it. Men have peeped the game, and they're able to see, oh, she just wants this so she can brag and boast and flex on the next bitch. Not because she loves me. Not because she understands the role that comes along or goes along with being married. No, this is a light flex on her girlfriends. Because she knows and understands that a lot of men are not trying to wipe these females up like that. So she gets to be the girlfriend that stands out because after all, you know, y'all ain't got no nigga that's gonna propose to y'all, or y'all ain't got no niggas that's gonna walk down the aisle with y'all. Y'all got no niggas taking y'all to the courthouse, but I do. It's just a flex. Y'all think men don't peep that game? They do. They do. Hold on, I'm gonna get to the rest of y'all. They absolutely do. Men are able to see and scope out. This is why even a man like my husband, and again, y'all have got to become channel members and go watch that dope discussion, because it was dope. I got a lot of compliments on that dope discussion. My husband, y'all know he real as hell. He gonna be honest as hell. He was bringing up shit I forgot about. I'm like, damn, we argued about that? He was like, yes. I'm like, oh, you're right. But see, by us being happily married for so long, like some things just slip your mind. Like, damn, that was a big deal. But anyway, my husband, you know, even somebody like him, like, to where it's not that it's not something that's high up on his scale. That, like, if it's a woman that he loves and values and cherishes, he's gonna do that for her. Y'all think that if my husband peeped game on me and saw that I was the type of chick that it was all about a status for me, all about a symbol for me, and I was not a valuable woman, that he would make that compromise? Fuck no. If y'all knew how my husband was set up, you would know damn well that's a hell no for me, player. My husband's one of the most solid men I know. I would say he was the most solid man that I know. R.I.P. to my brother, because he was solid as fuck too. My husband is the most solid, authentic, realist, dopest man on this fucking planet, if you ask me. So you gotta know that if he did something, it was because he thought that shit all the way logically and clearly through, first things first, and he was able to balance out the risks and the rewards, the threats. And so I say all that to say this. Men are peeping game on the type of woman. This is why these bridal shops and shit are going bankrupt. They're peeping game on the type of woman that you guys are. A lot of y'all are all about the flex, all about the status. But what about the behavior? What about after the marriage? What about after the wedding day? Like Vinami said, a lot of y'all are terrible girlfriends. Y'all are strictly girlfriend types. What is a girlfriend type? Let's break it down for them, okay? 540 likes, y'all. Girlfriend type is somebody that you can kick it with, but as far as really holding down a fort, she ain't got it like that. She ain't built for that, right? She's not built to be able to help you to balance and maintain and sustain a household. The most that a girlfriend can do is make you a sandwich and take it to you for lunch. But you cannot rely on her or depend on her to, once again, make sure that a household is being ran. You can't count on her to uphold real, how can I say this? Real tasks. Like, you, again, she's just a date type of chick. I just date her. We just kick it. We just go out from time to time. And she makes me a sandwich on my lunch breaks. But I can't really rely on her to, really hold down the fort like that. On top of that, she has a problem with, catering and submitting to a man in its full capacity like I would need her to. So I know she couldn't be a wife. But yeah, she's date material, which equals girlfriend material. She has yet to graduate and elevate and evolve into a wife. I'm like, no, she's just somebody to go on a date with and make me a sandwich. Could I go to her for counsel? Could I bounce ideas off of her? Could I get solid advice from her? You know, probably not. But she's cool, and we go on dates, and she makes me sandwiches. That's a girlfriend. A lot of us, unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest, we only fall. I'm gonna read that in a second. Say right, rise. We only fall under the girlfriend category at best. This is why a lot of females are forever girlfriends. You never even get the engagement. You never even get the ring. You never even get the marriage. You're just a girlfriend. Because again, when it comes to being able to really take on the tasks, the responsibilities of really maintaining and sustaining a household, a relationship, a man, you know, doing your duties and obligations, like you're just not built for it. But you're not bad, so I'll kick it with you. That's why you're my girlfriend. But I would never marry you. And that's a tough pill to swallow, but that's facts. That's why that $5 super chat that Mo or whatever your name was, I'm gonna just call you V. That $5 super chat that V sent in, that was some real ass talk. It was a lot of gems and bars and jewels in that. I actually want to go back to it because I think it's something else I wanted to highlight. Let me see. It says, most women do not want to be a wife type woman. What does that mean? That means a lot of us, we're only going into wanting to get married without having to do the wifely duties. Do y'all know what it takes to be a wife? Seriously. Again, after the wedding, what are you going to do? This is why a lot of us end up in divorce. Because we didn't know what a wife really was. We thought it was just a status symbol. No, it's more than that, sweetheart. You have to be able to take orders, direction, submit, bust that thing open when it's time, no questions asked. You got to be ready and willing to cook, clean, take care of yourself and him, possibly children. Like, it's a lot to go along with being a wife. It ain't just, oh, I got a ring now and a last name change. No. It is not just being a girlfriend either. No, it's a whole new level. A lot of y'all couldn't handle what it is to be a wife. Are you kidding me? Y'all don't even know how to follow basic rules and directions. When you're a wife, that's what it is. Your husband has to be able to tell you, look, this is what we're going to do, and then it's executed. And it's not on some dictator type of energy, but it is on some, look, we are one. And this is what it is. And a lot of times, it's the man that calls the shots. Even when you think you're calling the shots, your man's calling the shots. That's what a wife is. Can you handle that? What do I mean by even when you think you're calling the shots, your man is still calling the shots? Well, I'll tell you. You can say, hey, baby, I think this will be a better route to take. Instead of the way that you suggested, what do you feel about it? And then you break it down to him and, you know, he ponders upon it and he says, you know what? That is a better route to take. Let's go ahead and take it. That was still your man being the leader, calling the shots, having the last say so. So even if you bring an idea to your husband like, yeah, this is the better route to take, it still goes by him first. That's a wife. Can you handle that? No. A lot of y'all are strong, independent boss bitches. And that's why David's Bridal is going out of business. Thank you, Gettys. I don't got to run shit by him. It's whatever I say go because I'm a real woman. And again, that's why men not getting married. Y'all don't even know what the fuck it is to be a wife. Smart, you want a big wedding and a nice ring and all of that. Do you even deserve that type of layout? And again, something else in that article that I really want to highlight. Y'all laughing, but I'm serious. Something else in that article that I want to highlight was how men are really laying down this law to where it's like, look, even if we do get married, all this extravagant bullshit out the door. I'm not going into debt. I'm not going broke trying to please these bitches. Hell no. Nah. You're gonna go on Shein. You're gonna go to your grandmother and have her sew a dress. You know, these men ain't playing. I ain't doing all that extra bullshit. Your ring costs enough, bitch. You want me to do what? And then you got to learn to have an attitude about every damn thing. I gotta, oh, hell no. Shane, y'all laughing. I'm so damn serious. Safe Rod says, it's not that we don't see value. I think I did read that. Yeah, okay, I'm caught up at the top. Let me go to the bottom. Yeah, Sal, you better go to the damn salvation. Men are not playing, y'all. We thought men were playing. Men are done risking all of their money, all of their time, all of their love, their resources. Men are done on all levels. So even if they do decide to get married, it's still going to be on their terms. I love that for y'all. Because y'all already are on the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. Thank you, Geddes. Appreciate you. Who else did I see? Y'all know I'm going to keep it 100, Mr. Davis. You know that. Yeah, I'm a real woman. I'm a whole package. And therefore, I deserve it all. And ain't did shit. Ain't did shit. Thank you, Eugene. After the fairy tale wedding and honeymoon, it comes to the soap opera marriage. In come the soap opera marriage. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Thank you, Elvira. I appreciate you, sis. John Till says they care more about the wedding than the marriage, and that's facts. And do y'all think men don't peep game on that? Men absolutely peep game on that, which is why they're not getting married. Thank you, MIA Adam. It says, oh, a woman that's a pleasure to be around gets scooped up quick. Let me. See, Adam, I don't think they really understand what you are saying. Can I break it down for a second, y'all, please? We can hit 600. Y'all give us 557 likes, okay? Don't hate on us. We got enough people hating on us, and YouTube involved, okay? YouTube included, I should say, okay? Yeah, y'all, your stomach. Like, I don't want ice cream anyway. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Hold on, we gonna be on point. Now, let me say this. Hold on. I don't want none anyway, the fuck. Hold on, let me say this. Am I caught up with everybody? I thought I saw somebody with a... Hold on. Because StreamYards be tripping. It don't show me everything. Okay, I think I did everybody. If I miss you, I apologize. But I want to highlight this. Y'all. I gotta get a Real Women's t-shirt. I have to. I had took down my damn online store. I'm gonna put it back up. Yeah, y'all get the likes up. I want to highlight. Was that Adam? MIA Adam? What did you say, MIA Adam? You said something great that I want to go into. Okay, yes. MIA Adam says, a woman that's a pleasure to be around gets scooped up quick. And this right here, MIA Adam, I feel that a lot of women, females I should say, shout out to the women, not the real women, but the women, shout out to y'all, the authentic, true women. A lot of females can get in their feelings when you say shit like this. But it's the truth, though, right? And the reason why they can get in their feelings when you say stuff like this is because you're essentially letting them know they're not the desirables. Again, there are exceptions to where you are a quality woman, you are desirable, but you're just not in the right environments. You're not around the right people, not around the right men. You're entertaining the wrong men for whatever reason. You know, that could be a case. But I gotta be real with MIA Adam is saying. A lot of these females are coming to realize they're just not it. They don't understand that when a man finds something worthwhile, when a man finds something good that adds on value to his life, that adds onto his life in a positive way, they don't understand that a man will scoop that up and scoop that out real quick. He can be the type of man who doesn't even desire marriage. And I'm going to marry you though. Because I desire you. I see the value in you. I know you solid. You through and through. I got you. The issue is a lot of these women just are not hitting on what they need to hit on. And because they're not it, what they'll do is shit like this, Adam. And they'll say, well, these men, you know, they just not the same type of men no more. You know, they ain't trying to get married like that, and they ain't trying to be committed. These niggas scared of commitment. These niggas can't handle what real women's. You know, they intimidated. They threaten. You know, they just can't handle up on me because I'm a boss bitch. You know, it's just these men, they ain't up to par no more. These not the same men that our grandfathers was. These not the same men that our uncles and daddies was. Like, these niggas weak. These niggas that. And whole time, hold up, shorty. It's you. Men have not changed in the ways that these females try to paint them out to have changed. What do we mean by this? What we mean by this is this, you guys. These females out here will feed this narrative of, oh, these men are just weak now. These men are scared of commitment now. These men don't know how to provide and protect no more. These men are just trash now. No. These men are still solid, you know. They still don't mind providing and protecting. They still don't mind commitment, getting married. They don't mind none of that shit at all. What's changed is the fact that they're not tolerating bullshit anymore. That's the only thing that's changed. You can have solid men out here through and through getting married to the right woman. What did Adam say? A woman that's a pleasure to be around, that adds value onto your life, brings you peace, brings you joy, makes your life easier and better. Oh, yeah, we gonna handle up on that. You ain't gotta worry about that. But are a lot of these females that? Are they hitting on those qualities? No. And men are not playing. Men are no longer playing and gambling and taking these huge risks with their lives just to make a bitch happy. Emphasis on bitch. It's not even... Again, ladies, we made the distinctions. When I say bitch, I'm not talking about women. It's a difference between a woman, a female, a bitch, all of that. It's a difference. Men are not risking their lives on bitches. That's the thing that changed. Not that they're intimidated by you, not that they're threatened by you, not that they fear commitment and they feel, no. Absolutely the fuck not. They're just not tolerating a certain type of female. Why would I take that type of risk and gamble when I already know what I'm getting into? Look at you. You don't respect your damn self. You don't even know how to be a quality girlfriend. So why would I wife you up? To where I gotta split my shit with you, take care of you. What the hell? Like, let's really narrow this stuff down, y'all, and stop playing these games. Please, let's stop playing these games. Let's stop acting stupid. See, for so long, we're just used to men playing and acting stupid just to please a bitch, make a bitch happy. No, men are not dealing with bitches anymore. They're looking for women. Quality women, ladies, that understand their roles, that understands their value and his value, especially his value, and appreciates his value. That's the difference. So when you have these guys out here like, oh no, I'm not getting married, it's not because, they don't want to be married or they don't desire commitment, all that, or they're threatened by you, no. They're just not finding what they're looking for in a lot of these females. I'm just going to be honest. Again, are there exceptions to the rules to where you are a quality woman and you're just having a difficult time finding a husband? Sure, that happens. Maybe you're in the wrong environments. Maybe you're entertaining the wrong individuals. All of that can play a part. Do some research, do some self-reflecting to see what's going on. But a lot of times, they just not, let's just be honest, we ain't it, sis. And we're so used to having females lie to us and say, nah, sis, it's just these niggas ain't shit. They threatened by you. They intimidated. They can't handle no real woman. That's all it is. These niggas ain't the same no more. And you know what? They're not the same. As far as tolerating bullshit from bitches. Men are looking for quality women. Period. And until we get our acts together, David's Bridal will continue to go bankrupt every 5 years. Hold on, my good sis. Wigs and lies in this motherfucker. We be on bullshit. And that's just, unfortunately, that's just the hard, honest, cold truth. And again, nobody wants to be honest and real with us, but I will. I will. Let's speak on it some more, y'all. Let's speak on it some more. Sis, hookah, lemon pepper, and Casamigo. Man, let's speak on it some more, sis. Hold on, let's speak on it some more, shall we, this evening? Like they said earlier, yeah, we talked about that earlier, sis. Yeah, it's all of that. It's not only that these bitches be on bullshit. Not women, it's a difference, ladies. When I say bitch, I'm not talking about you authentic women. Don't get in your feelings. But it's a lot of bitches out here on bullshit. And on top of that, you do have laws that are fucked up. I want to talk about Tyrese too. I want to get into, I got to do some more research on what's going on with him, but I would like to highlight that too. But you have all of that. But let's get into the things that we can do right now today. Right? As far as the laws and shit are concerned, that may take some time to change and rearrange. And I do feel like they need to be changed and rearranged. As a married woman myself, I know this shit is some bullshit. Right? But let's get into some things that we can change today as women. Okay? Let's highlight some things though that we do. Like Six said, a lot of us are on our wigs and lies type of energy. we don't have or see the value in being a wife. We don't have the skill set. All we want to do is go out, drink, party, smoke, prioritize our female friends and our female family members, neglect our damn kids, neglect our damn responsibilities, get lace front wigs, and lie to each other and our damn selves. That's all we want to do. And when you have men out here scoping out the scene, seeing that, thank you, them eyes. They're like, ain't none of these bitches worth marriage. So not only do I not want to get married because of the laws that are set up against me as a man, but look at the type of females that I have to choose from to get married to. The whole lifestyle is a fuck no. There's nothing about us, let me put it like this. There's nothing about us today in large quantity, right, that shows and proves to a man that we are worth the risk at all. Thank you to good therapist. I'm gonna read all in a second. I gotta hold on. We're out here on complete and total bullshit. Mad at men for not marrying us, and there's nothing about us that displays to a man that we are marriage material at all. For goodness sakes, you have females out here not wanting to cook, clean, basic shit that you should be doing anyway. I ain't doing that. Bitch, don't you clean up behind your damn self? Yeah, but that's different. How? Don't you cook for your damn self? Yeah, but that's different. So again, like we're out here not even showcasing to the men that we are even worth marrying in the first place. We out here like, don't be a wife to a boyfriend. And what I say earlier, a lot of y'all are piss poor girlfriends. Which is again why you just stay stuck at that at best. But what I'm trying to say is we have to show and prove our value and our worth. Thank you, D-Stun. I'm going to read all that in a second, y'all. We have to show and prove our value and our worth before the marriage. This is how I, as a wife today, when I first got with my husband, he told y'all. Thank you, Mike. He told y'all he was not the type of guy that was for marriage. What did the poll say that we took earlier? 80% of you guys said y'all get married for the woman. Because she wants that shit. And you love her enough to go ahead and make that compromise for her. The proof is right there in the pudding, baby. So what I'm getting around to is this. I had to show and prove to my husband before he was my husband that, hey, I'm worth this risk. I'm worth you saying, even though I really don't rock with marriage like that, I'll do that for you. This is where we get messed up as women. We're not ready and willing to show and prove our value. It's like, no, I just deserve it off the rip, off the flip, because I'm a woman. And I'm here, so you need to marry me. We together anyway, so you need to marry me. But are you marriage material? Some of y'all are just girlfriend material. That's something that also dawned on me. This is coming with wisdom, experience, just being able to analyze things. The reason why some guys are out there, the reason why there's guys out there to where you can be in a relationship with them, but they'll never marry you, is because they only see you up to a certain point. And that certain point is just girlfriend. They don't see you displaying the necessary qualities and attributes of being a wife that is ready and willing to be submissive fully, right? Be somebody that is going to take the leadership from a man, take the guidance from a man, play your role correctly. Like, no, we just kick it. You're good enough to kick it. I feel like you're a cool girl, but as far as, turning this into something to where the government is in on it, no, not that. And that's because a lot of us have not shown and proved our value as being a wife. Again, it's all about, well, I'm your girlfriend, so why not be your wife? Because there's levels to this shit, baby. Wife and girlfriend are not synonymous. They're not the same. Girlfriends go on dates. They spend the night. And then they go home. Girlfriends, we fucking Netflix and chill, and then you go home. You're a fun girl. I'm a girlfriend. But wife, that's a whole other level. When you're a wife, that means that man will trust you with his life. Can your man trust you with his life? Fuck nah. Let's be clear. Let's be real. Again, y'all need to become channel members, because that dope discussion I had with my husband was thorough. My husband told y'all straight up and down, and me. Oh, I know. He pretty much said, I know you in check. And I was like, damn, I am, but damn, okay. I know you got my back. I know I can trust you. How many of y'all men can straight up and down tell the world, including your ass, dead in your face, oh yeah, I know you will have my back. I know you're solid. I know I can trust you. Not a lot of them. Couldn't trust you with shit. Will rat you out the first thing in the damn morning. The very instance her life was threatened or she felt some type of way. Oh yeah, my husband did it. Yeah, my boyfriend, he did it. No, he definitely did it. I had nothing to do with this. My husband told y'all, no, I know. I said, you think He said, no, I know you would. That's some solid ass shit. How many of you ladies are in the position to where your man would tell you, he will tell you, no, I know you got my back. I know I can trust you with X, Y, and Z. Hell, a lot of y'all don't even trust y'all damn selves. Can we be honest? This is why David's Bridal was going bankrupt. A lot of y'all can't trust y'all damn selves. You can't even keep your own damn secrets. You can't hold it down by your damn self. So I know you can't hold a man down. A lot of y'all, now he do that for me, but I don't do that for him. A lot of y'all on that one-sided bullshit, that lopsided bullshit to where the man does everything for you and you don't do nothing for him because, again, I'm the prize. Fuck out of here. That's why David's Bridal is bankrupt. Let me see what y'all saying. Hold on now. Y'all feel me? Uh-oh. Now, what Six done said, y'all know... What she say, y'all? Yeah, very solid. Thank you, John Tilly says, I love it when you do that hood chick voice. That's just how I talk. Okay? It's not a voice that I'm doing. I'm just that, I'm just, I guess, a hood chick, let them tell it, But I'm solid, though, I'm a real one. Even though I'm a hood chick from St. Louis with tattooed titties Y'all know how to peep game and analyze an authentic, solid woman when you see one. But that's just my voice, John Till. So it reminds me of Cedar's World on BET. Now, you talking about you talking about the hood rat chick voice? Okay, that's my regular voice. You talking about period? Yeah, I remember Cedar's World. Wasn't that like the little 3D cartoon lady? She was fine though, wasn't she? Shout out to Cedar's World. I missed that shit. That's that old school stuff, y'all. Y'all know. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember Cedar's World. Yeah, period, sis, because like these niggas ain't shit. Like, period. Thank you, Mike and Ike. It says pain is one of the best teachers in life. Men are learning to protect their mental health. Thank you for your quality content. I appreciate you. Okay. Y'all, how many likes we got? We could have hit 600. Okay, we got 632 likes. I appreciate it. Okay. And that's actual fact. Mike and Ike 6. A lot of guys are learning from their past mistakes of dealing with a lot of these bitches. Not women. It's a difference. And they're like, I'm not taking that type of chance on her. Hell nah. Again, I couldn't even trust her with her own damn secret. So what the fuck? I couldn't even trust her with her own damn life. So I know I can't marry her. She ain't ever had my back, like, not to that capacity. Again, we kick it, go on dates, Netflix and chill, and she goes home. Or she makes me a sandwich for lunch. Thank you, D Stunner. It says, if black women are saying that being submissive is like being treated like a slave, then why are we not looking at the psychological slave trauma that make them look at black men as slave masters? D Stunner trying to go deep with it. D Stunner trying to go deep with it. Look, so like I said in my book, I'm going to list my book down below when I'm done. I keep forgetting to put my links down below. Okay. Submission is not the enemy. It is a key factor to a healthy relationship. The sooner that women learn that submission is the key to a healthy relationship, the faster that David Bridal can get out of bankruptcy. Okay? We don't understand that when we pour into our men, we listen to our men, we cater to our men, we be helpmeets to our men. We don't understand that that makes the man appreciate us more, value us more, and want to give more into us. Submission is trust. Let me get into it. Thank you, Dwayne. It says they better realize the days of accepting below bare minimum respect, appreciation, investment, and lack of loyalty is over. That ship has finally sailed. Speak those facts, little big sis. You know I am. Who is this? Shout out to Al. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up in a second. Shout out to y'all. Y'all in here clowning. Look, y'all better be careful. Don't be out here simping, you know. Y'all know how they trying to do y'all today. Y'all know how trying to do y'all today. Anytime you support a solid sister that supports y'all and loves y'all, gives y'all quality content and information, oh, you simping. Don't listen to that shit, y'all. Keep supporting men and women that you rock with, that you are in alignment with. Keep supporting it. We need it. Okay. Thank you, the good therapist. I appreciate it. But I wanna say this. I missed it. He said, since you missed my common law marriage super chat. I did miss it. I didn't see it. I'm doing my best to keep up, y'all. It's just so much. Hold on. Let me scroll. What did you say, them eyes? I don't see it on here. Yeah, it's not on here. Y'all know StreamYards be tripping. Now, I was getting ready to say something before I started getting into these super chats. I missed what I was saying, y'all. What I was getting ready to get into, it was something real deep I wanted to go into. It wasn't real deep, but it was important, I thought. Oh, submission. Let me get into this for a second. I'm sorry, I missed it. Okay. Submission is trust. Hold on. Shout out to Al. Salute with thanks for keeping it 100. So as a first comment, I too will keep it 100. I'm a new sub and appreciate you calling it out. It's levels. We are born male or female, not men and women. That's earned. And the highest level is to ascend to being a gentleman and a lady. Bars. Shout out to you, Al. I appreciate that. And see, over here, we make the distinctions. You know, we know how to separate. We know male and men, not the same. Female and woman, not the same. Bitch and queen, not the same. And a lot of y'all don't like the queen thing, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of variations to the conversation. There's levels to this, like you said, Al. And we have to do that. We have to acknowledge that. A lot of people are trying to claim to be something that they're absolutely not showing and proving to be. Right? I was listening in earlier on my homeboy Red Supreme, and he was like, how are you a queen when you don't have a king? A lot of us are out here talking, I'm a queen, but who's your king? Who married you? Who's with you? Who's claiming you? You can't be a queen without a king. I didn't think that was a thing, was it? So it's definitely levels and layers to the conversation to where we have to make those distinctions. We got to stop claiming shit that we're not showing and proving to be. Now, let me get back into the submission piece, because a lot of us go wrong here. And again, for the life of me, I don't understand why y'all don't listen to me when, again, not to toot my own horn, make it seem like I'm just, because I'm married, I'm just at this top elite status, but I'm a married woman with a beautiful marriage, married to a beautiful black man with a beautiful just life. I love it here. It's beautiful here. And I'm telling y'all what it takes. I'm calling out the destructive behavior. I'm calling out where y'all going wrong and what's preventing y'all from having this beautiful bliss. But let me go here and say this. When it comes to submission, and I wrote a whole book about this. I need a motherfucking part 2 at this point. Submission is a beautiful thing. And what did I just say? I said submission is trust. When you submit to a man, you're letting him know that you trust him. You trust his guidance. You trust his leadership. You trust his advice. You trust his opinion. You trust him as a man. That fuels and feeds him as a man. You're letting him know that he's valued. You're letting him also know that he has to stay on top of his game. Why? Because he has somebody that's depending on him. Again, submission is trust. Please follow me, y'all. When you submit to your man, that's letting him know, I respect you, I value you, I love you, and ultimately I trust you to navigate me effectively in the right direction. Do y'all know how much that can feed into a man to make him feel like he's valued? Do y'all know how much that will make a man step his motherfucking game up? I got this woman looking to me for guidance. I gotta be on my A game. I gotta be on my P's and Q's, because I can't afford to lead her astray. I gotta teach her. And don't let y'all have children or a family and you're submitting to that husband or submitting to that man. Now he's really stepping his game up, because again, he has you relying on him and depending on him, and he has children relying on the both of you. And if he don't treat you right, and if he don't teach you right, you're going to lead the kids astray. You're not going to teach the kids right. You're not going to treat the kids right. So I need y'all to understand how beautiful submission is. How powerful submission is. It is not something that makes you a slave. It is not something to where you're just out here having to bow down and obey. You don't have a brain of your own. You don't have a life of your own. It's just all about the man. No. Your man's going to love you and respect you and value you enough as your own woman. That's perfectly fine and okay. But at the end of the day, this is his ship. This is his foundation that he set forth for you guys to build upon. And so you got to put some respect on that shit. So y'all don't really understand how beautiful and powerful of a tool submission can even be. When I submit to my husband, I'm letting him know that he's valued. I'm letting him know that he's loved, he's supported, and he's trusted. And y'all have no idea how much that fuels a man. Makes him go harder for you because he knows that he has you depending and relying on him to lead you and guide you and take care of you effectively. Men don't take that responsibility lightly. But we're so used to dealing with fucked up ass males. Because like Al said, it's levels to this. We are born male or female, not men and women. That's earned. You got to show and prove yourself in order to get such titles. But it really makes a man want to pour into, want to give to you. Because you're letting him know, again, like you trust him, you value him. And so it's like, damn, if she's doing this on me, that means I really got to step my game up because I can't fail. I got her leaning on me. I got her relying on me. And on top of that, when you submit to that man and you pour into that man, like you're able to replenish him. So it's not just this heavy load or burden on his shoulders in order to have to always carry everything and always have everything perfect and all. Like, no, because he knows that he can also rely on you as well to get him that nurturing that he needs, get him that love that he needs, that support that he needs. But how many of y'all are on that type of time? Not many. A lot of y'all will say that shit is weak. That makes you inferior. That's a weak-minded bitch. Anybody that's submitting to a man, you a weak asshole. And this is why David's Bridal is going out of business. This is why they're going bankrupt and shit. Because y'all know not what a wife looks like, what a wife does, what a wife is. You're not her, sweetheart. And I feel sorry for y'all because you're going to need a man. I mean, it's just no other way to put it. It's no other way to put it, y'all. Hold on. But big shout out to you, Al, and shout out to you for being a new subscriber. I appreciate you. Shout out to all our new subscribers. As a matter of fact, let me check to see how many we have now. They've been trying to hate on us, but we still rise. We are currently at 150,464 subscribers. So shout out to y'all for still rocking with your little big sis despite all odds. Okay. But 6 says, when you know a man going to solve problems, work through things, teach you, listen to you, you're going to submit, period. Stability breeds submission. And here's the thing though, 6, I'm going to be honest, it's some guys out there that will do all of these things as far as problem solving, working through things, teaching you, listening to you, guiding you. And do you know, you still have females out here with the audacity to say, oh, nah, nigga, I'm not submitting to you. You ain't my daddy. I'm a grown-ass woman. I ain't your mama. And this makes men once again say, fuck it. How are you going to expect me to do all these grand things for you and I can't even get you to listen to me? I've seen females not even want to listen to what the man has to say. No orders involved. Right? Not him saying, oh, you need to do this. You need to do that. No. They don't even want to hear what the man has to say. His perspective. I don't want to hear all of that. That's some bullshit. Like I said, If you was a real man, you would do X, Y, and Z, right? A lot of these females go into this whole thing of, well, I would be more submissive if these niggas was more dominant, and if these niggas did X, Y, and Z, and if these niggas had their ducks in a row, and if these niggas, and then when those very niggas, and I would call those men solid men, but hey, whatever. When those men present themselves to these females, what do? Girl, he's too controlling. He's trying to control me. Girl, I can't get with him because, I don't know, like, they get intimidated. They can't handle it. We know not what we asked for. And again, this is why David's Bridal is going bankrupt. Because even when you're presented with said man, it's still a problem. And that's the unfortunate part. And I really hate that because it turns off a lot of men from even the quality women who would do those things for the man. Right? A lot of women wouldn't mind submitting to him, catering to him, loving on him, nurturing him, respecting him, honoring him, listening to him, and all of this. But due to a lot of females' attitudes, it just really like shuts men off from dealing with all of it. Like, oh, I don't even fucking want to deal with. And that's really pisses me off. Because I know it's quality women out here who would make great wives, great mothers. But a lot of y'all bitches fuck it up. I'm going to be honest. Y'all bitches fuck it up with a real authentic women. Again, we make the distinctions. Bitches and women are not synonymous. They're not the same. Even with women like me and Six, these bitches are fucking it up for us. Due to these bitches being out here on some nonsense, and these females may look like us, talk like us, whatever, be where we're from, whatever. Due to them being on bullshit, it makes us all look like we're on bullshit because these bitches fucking up all of us. Now you got men side-eyeing us like, oh, look at this bitch. Well, she may be just like this bitch, and she just like that bitch, and that bitch like that bitch. That's why I need us all to get in alignment, get on one accord, clean this shit up, because I'm tired of suffering the consequences of y'all bitches. Oh, well, that bitch over there, she got tattoos. She wear tight clothes, you know, and what else? She got eyelashes on, and she ain't shit. And that bitch the same way, and she ain't shit. And that bitch the same way, and she ain't shit. So you know what, Danica? She ain't shit either. Because y'all bitches. Y'all bitches be fucking it up for the authentic women. I hate y'all. Y'all get on my fucking nerves. Same thing can apply to this situation right here with the marriages. So many beautiful, authentic, real women. Not real women, but real, authentic women that would make great wives, great mothers, great partners, great companions, the whole nine. And due to the majority of you bitches being on bullshit, men are like, fuck all of us. And my good sisters have to miss out because a lot of y'all bitches ain't shit. Let me even go here. Okay. Let me go here with the conversation. All right. You have females out here that have evolved, have grown, have developed and matured into beautiful women. They have blossomed into beautiful women that we can see today. They've been on the straight and narrow. They've been doing the damn thing. Again, they would make great wives, great mothers, the whole nine. And they're authentic in what they're doing. They're authentic in their evolution, their elevation. But due to a lot of these bitches, it's a difference. Women and bitches are not the same. Due to a lot of these bitches being on fraudulent bullshit as far as their evolution, their elevation, their growth is concerned, they're only doing it just to try to get ahead and get in good and then do the good old bait and switch back. Notice I said bait and switch back. Because you were already that shit to begin with. But anyway, due to a lot of y'all bitches being fake and fraudulent with y'all evolution and y'all elevation and y'all growth, y'all make the women that are doing the real work look bad. Like, nah, yeah, she talk all that shit and yeah, she doing all of this shit, but you know, that bitch over there fraudulent and she said the same thing and her too. So yeah, all these bitches just fake. They ain't real with their elevation. They ain't real with their evolution, with their growth. These bitches still on the same bullshit. Make us all look bad. I hate you bitches. Thank you, Theo. It says, too many good women were wolves. Thus, most good men can't distinguish good from bad. That's what I'm talking about. We don't see our friends marrying good women either. Thus, passport. Lord have mercy. Another one. Don't start this shit. We do not need no passport bros coming through. Okay? But shout out to Theo. This is what I'm saying. This is why you do have passport brothers. Because a lot of these bitches here fuck it up for the good women that are still here. You know? And I hate that. But this is why I would love for my brothers to just do the due diligence as far as scoping out and peeping game. Looking at the history and the track record. You know? Like, it was a point in time I wasn't shit, right? I told y'all the story earlier of the type of shit I was on. Go catch it while you can. I'm going to make it for members only. Probably tomorrow. I'll make it for members only. But I told y'all about my evolution, my elevation. I wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? So, let me go back to Theo. Hold on. But thank you, Dim. I'm going to read that in a second. It was a point in time where I wasn't shit. I had to grow and evolve. Right? When I was 18, 19, 20, I wasn't shit. I was on some sisterhood type of energy. But from that point forward, I would say and shout out to again my husband. When I met my husband, I was 21. It was a lot of evolving that transpired and occurred. A lot of growing, a lot of developing. You know? And so for the past 10 plus years, I've been on the straight and narrow. I've been on some real up and up shit, like for real. So when I'm saying check the history, check the track record, I'm talking about how long has this female been on the up and up? How long has this female been on the straight and narrow? You need to peep that. Because to be honest, we all had a point in time we wasn't shit. But how long have we been the shit? Let's put it like that. And I'm going to be honest, it's a lot of females, their track record is still current. Which means that they're still on the same bullshit that they've been on today. There was no evolution. There was no elevation. There was no growth. They still on the same bullshit as they were 10 plus years ago. Now they're trying to cover up, and now they're trying to do all these, just maneuvers to try to make their image not be so bad, not be their perception not be so bad, but they're still on the same bullshit. And I would like for men to make those distinctions, Theo, right? And be able to peep game on all of us as individuals and not just say, oh, because, you fit this bill or you look like this or you talk like this or you do this, y'all are all the same. Like, no, again, check the history. Check the track record. And check how long has she been on the straight and narrow. How long has she been on the type of time that she's on currently, that she's displaying to you currently. I would love for y'all to do that. But unfortunately, a lot of y'all don't. And I'm going to just be honest and say, I believe it's because a lot of y'all are just fucking tired of wasting your damn time trying to scope every woman out individually. It's much easier to just say, you know what, because she hits on that, and that, she must be like those women. So fuck her. But y'all can't do that, because you can end up missing out on a great woman by just casting her away and not doing your due diligence. Everybody deserves a chance to, again, show and prove their value. Just peep game, you guys. And on the reverse, you have women out here who will present a certain way as far as being on the up and up. And so she's not fitting this bill as far as she looks like this and she talks like this and she acts like this. So she's that type of female. But she is just that type of female. But she just covers her up. She covers hers up better. So she doesn't have her titties out and she has her hair covered and, you know, she's not so loud and boisterous and maybe she doesn't swear, whatever the case may be. But she's still on some bullshit. And I've seen guys make that grave mistake by wiping that type of chick up, not knowing that she was just like them bitches over there that you wrote off. So everybody needs to, again, have a fair chance at being scoped out, analyzed. You know, but I'm going to be honest, a lot of these females can just make it bad for all of us to where men don't have time for it. Like, fuck it. Thank you, Dim Eyes. It says, I'm going to handle the finances, fix the house myself, improve our financial stability, and engineer a better future. But you won't even sit down and listen to facts? Next. I'm telling you. And this is the issue that a lot of guys are running into. A lot of guys are running into the issue of, damn, I can't even get the bitch to listen to me. So why would I marry her? Let me go to the bottom and then scroll up. Thank you, Skilled Black. It says, I've ran into so many real women that just want to smash and not needing to be romanced, loved or dated. It's quite disgusting. Again, y'all, do y'all think that men are not scoping these things out, scoping these patterns out? Let me put it like this, y'all. These men are looking at a lot of these females today like, y'all are gross. If you're ready and willing to do that with me and you don't even fucking know me, you just met me 2 minutes ago. I can only imagine how many other guys you've done this with. I can only imagine how nasty and gross you really are. Why would I want to marry a woman like that? That doesn't even value herself enough to protect herself in that manner. See, it used to be a thing to where guys would say, oh no, she didn't have me to romance her and date her and do all these different things with her because I'm the man. See, I didn't have to wine and dine and romance the bitch. I didn't have to do that because I'm the man. I'm the GOAT. Right? It used to be a thing. And again, shout out to you, Dim Eyes. To where men would just write it off as, oh, well, she only did that to me because, not because she's a nasty freak hoe and she's disgusting, but she did it because, you know, she values me and she respects me and she loves me and she just was, I'm that dude. And so, yeah, she wanted it for the next nigga, but she did that for me because I'm the GOAT. No. This what had happened. What had happened was these men start scoping out and peeping game like, damn, that bitch gave me that wop, 5,022, and then she did it to the next nigga, and then the next nigga, and then the next nigga, and then the next nigga, to where that was out the window. It was no longer a thing of I was just the GOAT and I was the man, and that's why she did that for me. You know, this is something that's exclusive. No, men are peeping game like, damn, she fucked me, then my brother, then my uncle, then my homeboy, then his cousin. Damn, that bitch is for the streets for real. And ain't none of us did shit for the bitch. So I can just, oh my God. And not only that, they saw a multitude of different women do that. Not just the one woman. They're seeing females from all over do the same thing to where they'll fuck her, they'll fuck him, him, and his cousin, and his brother, and his uncle, and his daddy, and his grandpa, and his stepbrother, and his play cousin for the free. No strings attached. Nothing that had to be done. Like, they're seeing all these different females be able to do this. To where it has it in their mind, like, damn, yeah, none of these bitches worth getting married to. They all act like this. I'm scared. Men are scared. Can I just put it plain? Let me put it plain. Okay? Men today are scared of you bitches because, you know, y'all be out here. Y'all give a man crabs, lobsters, frogs. We don't have time. Clap. What else? Punches, waves. You know, it's just too much. Men are scared. Okay? They've come to realize a lot of y'all just on some complete bullshit, and y'all for everybody. I'm from St. Louis, so y'all for everybody. That's scary and disgusting, as he put it. Am I caught up? I think I'm caught up with y'all. If I missed you, I apologize. I really do appreciate y'all. You know. Especially considering, you know, a lot of people trying to hate. They're trying to hate on us. Thank you, Dim Eyes. It says, why marry when the prize is free? Ooh. Oopsie. That's another level and layer to the conversation. Now, we got to be careful with this one, though, Dim Eyes. Because on one hand, y'all laughing, I'm serious. On one hand, you say, hey, you have to show and prove that you are a wife before you are a wife. Right? I really want to get the male perspective on this. You know? Because again, men and women can learn from each other. I want to learn from y'all. I want y'all to answer this for me. Now, I'm out here saying that, hey, you have to show and prove that you are a wife before you are a wife. You have women that say, okay, bet, cool, I'll do that. I'll show and prove that I'm a wife before I'm a wife. How do I do that? I'm going to show him that I'm trustworthy. I'm going to show him that I'm submissive. I'm supportive. I'm loving. I'm nurturing. I'm, you know, all of these. I'm moldable, coachable, teachable. I'm all of this. I'm fit, feminine, friendly. I'm going to do all these things before I'm a wife. Now, Dim Eyes, you come through and you say, well, why should I marry her when she's doing all the things a wife does anyway? How do y'all combat that? How do y'all answer that? Because on one hand, you're telling women, hey, show and prove that you're a wife before you're a wife. Then when they show and prove that they're a wife before they're a wife, now it's like, I won't make you a wife because you already acting like a wife anyway. Now, explain that to me. I'm a woman. I'm trying to learn from y'all. Because that's a catch-22 that a lot of females end up in. Y'all have got to explain this thoroughly and correctly. Now, I'm a woman, and I'm genuinely asking, I'm inquiring. If I'm out here saying that, hey, you got to show and prove that you're a wife before you are a wife, and then you have men saying, well, why wipe her up when she been a wife anyway for free? How do you explain that? Look, how do you explain that? That's why I'm saying, like, we got to be careful with certain conversations, because it can get sticky and tricky to where it's like, see, that's why we don't do that, because then the men get so comfortable to where, you know, they don't want to wipe you up. Six says that's what she was trying to explain. Okay, so, yeah, let's go there for a second, y'all. See, this is the part I was having dope dialogues, dope discussions, you know, because I am somebody, I'm going to be honest, I am a woman that advocates for you showing and proving that you're a wife before you're a wife. That's how, in my opinion, I became a wife. I was able to show my husband that is, once again, was not somebody that was all for marriage. You know, I was able to show him, like, well, I'll go ahead and marry her and make that compromise for her, because she's showing me, like, yeah, she's down. Like, she's a real woman. Like, she's a real wife. She's displaying to me this is a wife material. But If I'm gonna say that women should do that for y'all, and then y'all say, well, why marry her because she's doing all this shit anyway for free? How can I tell my sisters not to, you know what I mean? Not to hold back and to show and prove to y'all that they're valuable. And how can I teach that when y'all will say, well, I'm not gonna marry her because she's doing what she need to do anyway, so why marry her? I'm waiting for an answer. I'm like genuinely waiting for an answer. I almost want to drop the link for y'all. Hold on. Let me see if this works. Hold on. Let's drop the link. Because now I think this gets into something deeper and better of a conversation. Let's drop the link. I want to hear from the men. How do y'all explain that? And again, like I'm learning from you guys. I give y'all my womanly perspective, and y'all are able to evolve, learn, and grow from that. I want a man's perspective on this, because as somebody that would advocate for my sisters to show and prove that they are wife material before they are a wife, it looks kind of bad when y'all are like, well, why should I marry her? Hold on, my sis said she want to come up. Okay. All right, I'm getting ready to bring up my sis.
Hey sis, I ain't gonna
Hey.
stay long. How you doing? But I just want to, before the fellas come up, I just want to give a quick thought, just as a woman who helps a lot of women get out of domestic violence situations,
Okay.
women who have children with a man they're not married to, and I'm just going to speak on what I have seen consistently on where that fine line is in between marriage and not being married.
Okay.
So what it come down to is the dog that you have in the fight. Healthy men do not expect to have more say so than they have invested. So
Mm.
I'm gonna give an example. Your man saying, if you're not married to him, let's say you've been dating for a while though. To me, if it's in the first 90 days, you no one, male or female, should have quote unquote expectations of anything, because you don't even know this person. This person could be anybody. You need to be asking questions and figuring out, okay, is this someone I want to be in a relationship with? To me,
Mm-hmm.
after a few months, when you've kind of got a feel for what someone is, you should start conducting yourself like it would look if you were to go ahead and commit and be married. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, if you're not living with a man, you're not under his covering, period. If you're not married to a man, you're not under his name, period. Men take care of what is theirs. They don't take care of what is not theirs. Men are territorial, they have their own kingdom. This is why they don't like to have other men's children. They prefer a woman that has not had a lot of other men's penises inside her. They don't like other people in their territory. That's not the
Mm-hmm.
way it works. So if you're a woman dating a man, you're living by yourself. You're paying all your own bills. You are in charge of your own protection, your own finances. Let's say that you get offered a promotion at work, and in this promotion you may have to work more hours. Maybe your schedule has to change, so you go to your boyfriend, a
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend meaning no investment in you. You go to your boyfriend and you say, hey babe, I got offered this promotion at work. It's a pay, it's an up in pay, however I'll have to work 2 extra more hours per day. And he's like, as your boyfriend, he's like, no, don't take it. Don't take it. I want you to be able to come see me when you get off work at 5 o'clock. I don't want you working till 7 o'clock. You are a dumb bitch if you say, okay, I won't take the promotion. Because if the man truly, submission means that if the man has made the wrong decision, that he will bear the consequence for it. That is what women don't understand. When your man says he's going to take the lead, that means if things go good, he gets the praise. If things go bad, he gets the blame. That's why I never understood why women fight submission. Why would you want that responsibility? If a man wants to be able to make decisions for you that he will not have to bear the consequences of, if it's the wrong decision, that is a red flag. A woman should 100. Now, I'm gonna tell you the difference. Let's say she gets offered the promotion and she just go and take it. even if you're not married. She just go take the promotion. She didn't even come to you and talk to you about it. Now that's a problem. But if she come to you and say, hey, I got offered this job, what do you think? You give your opinion, she gives hers. Let's say he says, no, babe, I don't want you to take it. She can say, you know what is your reasons why? He can give the reason. She is able to say, I respect your opinion, babe, and thank you for listening to me. But however, I am still not married to you. I'm still not under your name. I'm responsible for myself economically. I'm sorry, it's inflation. I'm going to have to take the promotion. What happens at that point is, if the man is serious, he
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like, okay, I need to go ahead and marry this woman. That's when you transcend in between single and married. That's what people are not understanding. If a man expects a woman, when a man is your husband, he
Mm-hmm.
has the ability to come in and say, no, we're not doing this. It's not happening. I don't want to hear no questions. I don't want to hear no lip. And that's just what it is. And I would assume that if you married him, you would know he's a good decision maker. So that should not be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Until that has happened, until that level of trust has been built, everyone has to protect themselves. And it goes the same with men. You have women out here teaching women, oh, you need to get a provider. And by the second date, you need to take them to the mall so he can buy you stuff and pay your bills. Absolutely not. I would never even ask a man that was not my husband to pay all my bills. No, I have not earned that. I am not locked in with you. I have not invested with you for me to have those expectations. I don't need you to pay all of my bills before I marry you to know you're a provider. I
Mm-hmm.
have enough common sense to be able to observe how you spend your money, how you invest it. Do you make good decisions? So to say that a woman has to give full autonomy, meaning no questions asked, no no lip, no opinion, just fully submit to here, make all decisions for me, and I get no say so before marriage is dangerous present day, Danica. I know you've been out the game for a while, but there
Mm-hmm.
are women in horrible situations right now. Like the brother said, why buy the milk when you can get the cow for free? You want to
Mm.
listen to the man, but that's the key, is you're listening, meaning you're considering his opinion. The problem is people been dating for a few months, maybe a year, have nothing invested, and you expect this man to pay all of your bills, talking about, I can't marry you until I know you're a provider. You've been dating this woman for a few months, a year or two, and you're like, I can't marry her because she's not listening to whatever I say. That's not healthy. We got to get back to this place. It's a new day and age. It's 2023. We got to get back to this place where people give things time. Stop
Mm.
worrying about trying to appease you. I have literally had a man I'm dating, and I go to my homegirls like, "Oh, I'm dating him. I really like him." And the first thing, is he paying your rent? Is he paying your bills? So now you have women, Gina, respectfully, I don't know you. I don't know how long you've been married, but girl, stop. Okay. Like I said, you are going to put women in bad positions. This is the thing, if the man know that he going to catch you, even if you fall, he going to marry you. He going to be with you. Period. So I have women right now, if women are not careful in dating, you'll listen to other women like, oh girl, I ain't having no man be my man and he ain't paying my rent. Oh, that's your man, but it's the first of the month and you still paying your rent. Girl, you crazy. What do you mean? That means once he's paying the rent, that means we live together. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So that's the problem. People don't want to take time. Why do you even see? This is the thing. Men want to date a woman for a few months, talking about they want her to completely let him make the decisions for her, then wonder why women are crazy. Because if you have not married her, that means you're not sure if you want to commit to her. Now this woman is frustrated because she's like, I quote unquote listen to you. I let you make all the decisions, but it didn't work out. That's why you have men now saying, no, I don't want the woman coming over, cooking for me, cleaning for me. I don't want her to let me make decisions.
You went out, sis.
So if people just start to be more genuine and want to build genuine trust. If I was a man, I would not want no woman to submit to me if she don't trust me. I'd rather give it more than a few months or a few weeks and allow the woman to actually want to respect me because she's gotten to know me. She's seen how I move. She's seen how I've moved in adversity. As a woman, to trust a man, you need to see that man compete against other men, win against other men, go into the market and come out with a catch. We have to see that to trust the man. People date for a month or two and they want this full autonomy, and it does not work that way. We have to get to this place of discernment, common sense, submission, full submission, no questions asked submission is for married women. I'm sorry. I cannot allow women who've been married 10 years to tell women, yeah, once he's your boyfriend, you've been dating him for 2 months, listen to whatever he says. No, that's why there's so many women now that are fucked up. And if people, the reason why I have never in my life been in a relationship with a man and asked him to pay a bill for me. Never, not one time. I'm 33 years old. I don't need to do that. I do not. I do not need to say, nigga, I need to see you pay every single bill to know you can pay it. No. What we're doing is we're building a genuine trust to where when we get to that place where we want to join our household into one, I know you're going to provide. I'm not going to put no man in no messed up situation to give expectations of him that I'm not earning. I have not even committed my body to you before I'm your wife. As long as a woman is your girlfriend, that means any other man can come through at any time and marry her and scoop her up. Why would you ask that man to be providing for you? That's not fair. So to just wrap up what I'm saying is it's common sense. Like, we have to stop being so dramatic where it's like all or nothing. If the nigga's not paying your rent and paying your light bill and paying, then that means, oh, you can't trust he's a provider. Don't marry him. We cannot expect women like, no, let this man come in and make decisions for your life. Listen to anything he says. Don't ask him no questions. We got to stop being so extreme and just learn how to start having some balance, take our time, let things naturally develop. Okay. That's my only point. I'm about to get ready for a Zoom meeting, but I just wanted to give my woman's opinion as a woman who has worked with literally hundreds of women who have made this mistake, who is in the market present day, to just give my opinion. Submission is fine. Providing is fine. Protecting is fine. We just have to use more discernment and be more genuine in who we give it to. And I'm going to land my plane there. Love you, sis.
Love you too. Peace. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. You know, and I'm never going to tell somebody to just give full submission to a boyfriend that they haven't been in a long term type of situation with or relationship with. Like, that's stupid. Like, we should. I think it's just common sense to know that you should be using discernment. I'm not saying to follow anybody blindly. However, I do feel like when it comes to displaying your worth and your value, certain things need to be displayed and showcased in order for a man to know what he is getting involved with. So if you're out here like, I'm not listening to you and I ain't gotta do this, that, and the third for you and all of this, and again, like sis is saying, like, you don't have any balance, that's gonna be an issue, so it's just, again, having discernment, being balanced, being fair, and doing things in a way to where you don't cause any kind of turmoil or problems that can be avoided. What's up, Law?
Hey, how you doing, Danica?
Good.
All right, so the good the good old cow before the milk question, huh?
Yes, I would love to know
I
that
got
from a
I
from a
got you,
man.
sis. I got you. I got you. So this is what you're gonna do. I always say that whenever I talk to any of my homeboys or any of the girls that I know, I say you got to do everything in reverse. Society has got everybody all messed up. Women will offer their body to men, but they won't cook and clean. Just flip it in reverse. Cook and clean, but don't have sex. You can show wife qualities without giving up your body. You don't have to. You don't have to. The most powerful thing a woman can do is show to what extent she can trust a man with being feminine. You don't need to offer up box. You don't need to do these things. Femininity is more powerful than having sex. I'll submit. I'll give a woman the world through femininity and genuine care for my well-being over just having sex with her any day of the week. So when we ask this question, the milk before the cow, do the very opposite. Show that you have his best interest in heart more
Mm-hmm.
so than actually giving up your body to him. Trust me, I'll wait. If you're a real one, I'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the thing is that a lot of women think that their value only is in their looks and in their ability to attain a man through their body and through their ability to have sexual access. When in reality, all you really got to do is be willing to show him the feminine aspects of what makes you great without needing to necessarily expose your body to him.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of women can get the most out of a man without having to necessarily put themselves on display. I think the most sexiest women wear sundresses, and I ain't never seen their naked bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes the most alluring thing a woman can do to attain a man is do the thing that all the other women don't do. Most
Mm-hmm.
women want to be a liability. Few women want to be an asset. So if a woman is willing to come into his life and be an asset, excluding her physical abilities, excluding sex, excluding all of these other intimate things, trust me, she will always be looked at way differently by a man as opposed to a woman by a landslide. That's the big
Mm-hmm.
difference when we ask those types of questions. Physical actions will always beat sexual actions. That's just the pro. That's just the honest to God truth.
Okay.
That's the answer to
Well,
that
and
question.
I think we all are saying the same thing as far as just having some level of discernment and balance to it.
Hmm.
You don't have to give it all up in order to show and prove that you're a valuable wife or a valuable husband or whatever the case may be. You can drop little hints and clues and indicators to let somebody know, like, hey, I am somebody that is suitable for that role or for that job, if you will.
I always tell men, you never pay a woman's bills until your name is on it. If you want her to pay, if she says pay
Hold
my
on, let
car
me let
note,
me hold on for a second. Lucky Nick, you doing too much behind the scenes, sir. Calm down. What you doing? Lord have mercy. Okay, go ahead, Law. I'm sorry.
I always tell men to do everything in stages and progression. You
Mm-hmm.
if you want if a woman if you start building a relationship with the woman, if you want to if she starts putting in stipulations on paying bills, I tell any men you only pay for bills that are in your name.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a car, it better be in your name. If she wants you to start paying things for the house, it better be in your name. You only pay for things that are in your name. Don't just sit here and start throwing away your money because now you're devaluing yourself and how much you're willing to put into the relationship. By
Mm-hmm.
devaluing how hard it is that it took for you to get that money. You only pay for things that are in your name. So if she's serious about the relationship and you're serious about the relationship, you both have to have a certain level of investment and trust towards each other. Why
Yeah.
why would you pay for a woman's bills that she can literally she would easily sleep with a man in a house that you paying for
Right.
that has no name on it. It's the same thing vice versa. So she has to have a certain level of trust for you to provide and to take care of those bills with it in your name. And you have to have a certain level of trust for her to hold the fort down. So both have to come together at all times. There's certain things that have to come into alignment when it comes to a building. So you progress. Everything is in stages. People just want one extreme or the next. You come in
Mm-hmm.
stages with that thing. You don't just like with authority. When you first meet a woman's going to test your leadership skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't start getting a certain level of full autonomy over that leadership when you both live together. You don't get full discretionary rights with no backups until you married her.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start asking the milk before the cow, I always tell men and women, look, you first got to see the quality of the cow, and then you got to look at the expiration date.
Yeah.
Both go hand in hand. When you think like that, you will always get a much better answer.
All right. I appreciate your insight as a man. I always want to get men's perspective on different things, because certain things I don't know as a woman. I'm learning from y'all. Y'all learning from me. We learn from each other, and I think that's beautiful. And so it was great to get a man's perspective on that. And you essentially said the same thing that we're all saying as far as just having balance
Yep.
And you don't have to give it all up for free or give it all up front, but just let people know that you are somebody that is down for the cause. A lot of what I see a lot of women do is say, I'm not going to do anything for this man if he's not my husband. I'm not going to show any wifely qualities to this man if he's not my husband. And I feel like that's dangerous, because you could be excluding yourself from having a quality husband by saying you're not going to do anything that a wife would do at all. And again, how can he gauge to see if you are somebody that is worth marrying if you're not going to have any indications or indicators that you are? So, yeah, I appreciate your perspective, Law. I'm going to go ahead, go to the next person. Thank you so
All right,
much,
then you
though.
can be safe.
Peace. Hey, Pearls, by you. Hey, sis.
Hi, Sister Danica. How are you?
Good. What's your perspective?
So, and I just want to say thank you for even the opportunity. But I just wanted to say that the way that you start is the way that you finish, right?
Mm-hmm.
My dad was pretty militant, and my upbringing was pretty strict. So I'm green in a lot of things, but I can tell you that the way that for women, the way that we start is the way that you finish. Having clarity about who you are as a woman, how you want to present yourself to the world, and ultimately who you want to show up as a person who you are you are being um presented to a male is really important, right?
Mm-hmm.
And knowing what it is that you want, like even before the date happens, what type of relationship do you want? Do you want to play around? Are you looking to, get married? Are you looking for maybe an alternative type of commitment? Because knowing is half the battle. And what I find is oftentimes a lot of women just don't know. They kind of just go with the flow. Like you meet somebody, he's good looking, he's nice looking, and then, but you're not really in a position where you can assert what it is that you're looking for. And then it kind of just goes, we do the go with the flow thing, and then that can be prolonged. And then sometimes we're inspired by commitment, because I've seen women who are like maybe not really looking for a marriage or a commitment, but then they see it, with their friends and family members, and then they're inspired by it, and then they want the very things that they see around them. But I think the natural inclination for women is, to be in a stable, committed, relationship, whether commitment to you means marriage, whether commitment means like an alternative type of commitment, because as a Muslima, I understand both. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I really do believe that sometimes we can also confuse the process, because we can say we want one thing, but then our lifestyle and our actions can also dictate other things, and that can produce a lot of confusion. But I also believe that, just to pivot to what Sister Six was saying, we don't give things enough time. But I
Mm-hmm.
also believe that when you don't know what you want, you can prolong that time period, and
Mm.
relationships exhaust themselves. We are engaging in intimacy a lot earlier than maybe, like the gentleman was saying, he was willing to wait. But we also have to be realistic that in this day and age, a lot of brothers are
Right.
not going to do that.
Exactly.
So that's an anecdotal, experience, and it's great to know that there are men who still have that as a value. But I also believe that it's really important for women to understand what is it that you want, so that you can ask the right questions to vet whether the person you're sitting in front of is marriage minded, and also give things sometimes, to mature. You can
Mm-hmm.
watch the actions, like Sister Six the Goddess was saying.
Yeah.
Watch how they spend their money, be observant, not just the words, but also giving people and the whatever it is that you're trying to establish an opportunity to mature, and for you to observe. There's a period of observation. So I do believe in, a first date for me is like an interview. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you get to the second date, then it can be a little bit more fun and flowing, but at least you get the foundation taken care of, and then you go from there. So I'm just saying, like, the way you start is the way that you finish. And men also, I think that women, because there was a time period in our day where we had this thought process that because we mature faster than men, then that made us more intelligent than they were.
Mm-hmm.
But I also believe that men are very intelligent, and they are very detail oriented, and they do pay very close attention to the types of questions you ask. And sometimes the way you start is the way that you finish. So if you present yourself as the go with the flow girl, fun, sensual, and you start in with your body, you lead in with your body, you lead in with all of the things that are not in consistent with the wife or commitment ideology, then you will finish that way. And then kids get
Mm.
involved, and then things get really complicated. So you just have to make sure you're solid and knowing who you are, so that what you present, is going to be consistent. What comes out of your mouth as a woman, your actions definitely have to represent it. And then I also believe, because I've seen it, how men, because they are natural leaders, they have the ability to adjust, because they may be going into something thinking, okay, this is going to be, just a little fling or whatever, but based on the way that you present yourself, they posture themselves differently. They're like, oh, okay, well, wait a minute. I may have to actually, like, step it up a little bit with this one
Yeah.
here. This may be my gym, and I don't want to lose that. But if you present yourself as anything of lesser value because you want to go along, to get along, to be a part of the sisterhood and all of this other crazy stuff, all you're going to do is you're going to start with the craziness, and you're going to end with the craziness, and nobody gets what they want. The man doesn't get the woman, and the woman doesn't get the man, and then oftentimes there's kids in between that. So
Yeah.
that's all I wanted to add to it.
Thank you. That was a great perspective. I love that. Thanks for sharing with us.
Thank you for having me.
Peace to you, Pearls.
Peace.
Y'all got some great dialogue, some great insight. I love it from both men and women. So that's pretty dope for me. What's up, Dan? What's up?
What's going on, Dominica? How you doing? You get me?
Yep.
Uh, I ain't really seen the video. I'm just not coming in. I just saw the title and I see you had the screen, y'all know. So I'm just come up here and chop up some game and chop up what's really, really going on out here.
Uh oh.
And here is the thing. Number one, traditional marriages. That shit dead. We in brand new times. This ain't back in the day. We are what our grandfather could got away with back in the day. We can't get away with that shit now. That's the first thing. The second thing is we live in a saturated economy. So in other words, inflation is at an all-time high. Your cost of living is at an all-time high. Your everyday needs is at an all-time high. So now that put a dent in a lot of relationship and marriage and shit like that. And number two, a lot of guys who's under 35, we more smarter than ever. So we see how the game is being played.
Mm-hmm.
We see how the game work in these courtrooms and everything else. And we just not participated. So in other words, truth to be told, now this might sound a little I got the latest on you. It's best to be in a long-term relationship, receiving benefits from a dude, to be in the marriage and don't receive no benefits. If that makes sense to you.
Break it down.
So I'm gonna break it all the way down. It's a lot of chicks that's married to a dude that can't produce nothing for her. You just got the title and the ring. But then it's a lot of chicks, especially younger women who's under 35. A lot of them will tell you that they'd rather be a side chick to a dude who can finance their life. without no type of commitment. Because guess what? She'd rather be with the dude who can finance her life, even though she's not married to him, and she might. So she get more of a benefit than a chick that who's married to a dude that she can't receive no benefit, that he's not building nothing. So, and a lot of dudes who get to a certain level of finance, if they ain't already got a chick that he been courting for a while before he got there, or that he been with, it's really don't make no kind of sense from a business perspective. It really make no kind of sense when it come to business.
Mm.
So, and a lot of dudes, we more honest about it, and that does not mean that we not looking for marriage or we don't want marriage. We just understand how the game has been played so far as
Mm-hmm.
with these laws, all that other stuff. So, just like matter of fact, I would just like earlier today, I went to go get me some life insurance, right? And I was talking to this couple, and the brother was telling me that his father had passed away, but he was married. Saying the father did some slick shit so far as wrote the will and did something with his will, with I guess how this will was written up and stuff like that, because he owned a lot of assets and stuff like that, and made it to the point that his wife almost didn't get nothing. Almost. I'm like, damn. So it's just nowadays that it's a lot of men nowadays that's more smarter than ever,
Mm-hmm.
and we not going for the being kind no more.
Right. And that's what I was
Because
talking about.
yeah, and so I hear a lot of people talk about, well, our granddaddy. I said, well, here's the difference between your granddaddy. See, your granddaddy took care of the whole family on one income. You can't take care of a family just one income nowadays. You have to have multiple streams of income.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to have multiple streams of income. This is why you see certain tricks of whether they would double up on certain dudes or triple up on certain dudes, because certain women are like, you know what? I ain't finna be kicking. I'm not finna be with a dude who's struggling. I'd rather be. I'd rather be baby mama number 5, 6, 7 to a dude who can actually afford it. And if it's more beneficial to her, she's gonna go for it. So
Mm.
so we just gotta understand the dynamic that we're in.
Right.
So
But
everything. So a lot of
thanks for coming up, Dan. I gotta wrap this up. We're coming up on 2 hours.
okay, all right.
All right. Peace. Or 3 hours, yeah. Yeah, y'all. So y'all have some valid, good points. I loved all the different perspectives coming through. I just really want to hear from the men as far as, you know, how can they say, uh, why buy the cow if I can get the milk for free, and then you still expect for a woman to display to you wifely uh material before you make her a wife. That will kind of deter a lot of women from doing certain things to show and prove to you their value, if they feel like you're just going to keep them in this placement of being, in this position of not ever becoming a wife. Like, I'm doing all this stuff, all the things that a wife would do, but he's never going to marry me, so why do it in the first place? So y'all can just kind of feed into women saying to hell with, displaying anything of a wife if men are just going to play games. So I just want to get that perspective. But I also appreciate the women that came up and gave their perspective as well, because, a lot of guys could put you in that type of spots where it's like, hold on now, y'all telling me to do this, but these men can be playing games. But I do love the fact that a lot of you men were in the comments, and some of you guys that came up, you guys were like, look, it's all about balance, and it goes back to what Six was saying. It's all about balance, using discernment, and being able to gauge and scope things out from that lens and from that way. So that was beautiful. I thought that was important, because I never want to give off the impression that I'm telling women to just out the gate come out risking their whole lives on a man and doing what he says, and he has not shown and proven himself to be valuable, you know, to be able to navigate you and lead you in that manner. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that if you see a man or you have a man that um is showing and proving to you that he is uh a quality man, a man that is valuable, a man that is a great asset to have a part of your life. I'm saying to show and prove to him by doing things to indicate to him that you are also somebody that is valuable and special and somebody that should be taken or seen in a certain light thereof a wife. You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying every man that you date and every man that you get with just out the gate start treating him like he's your husband. No, but if you have a good thing, I have no problem with telling women, hey, there's nothing wrong with showing, improving, and displaying certain attributes of that of a wife. That way he knows what he's getting into. You know, and that's what I did. You know, that's what I believe granted me the position of a wife because I was showing improve. I was showing improvement to my husband before he was my husband that I was wifey material. You know, I was doing things that would indicate that I would be a great asset to his life. That's all I'm saying for women to do. Show and prove to that man that you would make a great asset to his life. Somebody else said, you know, do things that other women are not doing. A lot of these women are playing games, playing mind games, uh, trying to have all this leverage without giving anything in return. So you just gotta set yourself apart and once again let a man know that you are somebody that can add on in a positive way to his life. You can make his life better. You can make his life easier, more peaceful, more enjoyable. And I guarantee you, these men will commit to that. You know, I bear witness to it. But just being out here like, nah, you ain't my husband, so I ain't doing shit, that's the wrong approach. But I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all. My husband should be home soon. I hope you guys were able to enjoy this dope discussion. Again, y'all, men are not playing anymore. They are done risking it all on unruly women that have no benefit to them, that add no real value or significant value onto their lives. That's a wrap. And even if they do decide to commit to you, they're being very wise in how they choose to go about those things. Men are setting up certain documents, certain paperwork, all of that just to make sure that they are secure and solidified as well, because it already is a risk in of itself for a man to get married. You know, they're also making sure that they're budgeting, not doing things that are over the top just to get married. So men are not playing at all. They're not playing with their money. They're not playing with their time. They're not playing with their energy. They're not playing with their love, their support, none of it. So step y'all game up, ladies, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of men get real hip to some bullshit that we be on. And they're cleaning this up real fast, real heavy. You know, so get with the program or get left behind. The choice is yours. Thank you, Dim Eyes. It says, I put this dope discussion on a rocket ship. Engineering at its finest. What? And I did see a lot of y'all give donations while people were talking. I do appreciate you guys. Demise again said, unfortunately, men know that sexual value is no longer there. So moral value in being a wife is now more important. And that's a bar. You know, we've depreciated the value of sex so much. It's like, I can get that anywhere. Now I'm looking for a woman that will show me that she has morals, that will show me that she can add on to my life in a positive way outside of just making me bust a nut, you know. High five, bro. Shout out to you, Demise. I think he was talking about somebody on the panel. Who else did I see? Y'all, we got these vegan, they're plant-based steaks. They so damn good. They're plant-based steak strips. I got that with some potatoes and sweet peas. Man, I can't wait to eat this damn food, y'all. I can't wait. My husband gotta hurry up. I think he almost home now. He might be here now. Thanks again, Dim Eyes. Facts, sis. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, and what Six was saying was, hey, don't just go out there on the chopping block willy-nilly with your eyes closed. Like, yeah, let me just go ahead and submit to this man blindly. You know, same thing for the fellas. Don't just go out there trying to provide and protect the chick blindly. Like, no, you got to show and prove. Use discernment. Be balanced in your approach. Use certain things to gauge if this person is worth taking to the next level. Thank you, Dim Eyes. Oh, that was Russ. Dim Eyes been showing so much love. I thought that was him again. Shout out to Russ. I appreciate you. Man, I can't wait to eat. He said I need a plate. Man, I can't wait to eat. D Stunner says our toxic culture is dictating how we treat our women. Facts. That's also a level and a layer to the conversation. You know, you have, and that's why I don't rock with them, and that's why I'm so grateful that I have a lot of solid, masculine, stand-up, mature men that rock with me, because it's a lot of males out here that are like, fuck these bitches, don't do this for these bitches, they're trash. You know what I'm saying? Treat them all like hoes, they're all hoes. And y'all could really be blocking y'all blessings by, you know, taking advice from those type of people, you know, those type of toxic people that are teaching you to treat women just trashly, you know, to put it plain. And then you end up not getting what you're looking for as far as a woman is concerned. MIA Adam says a woman needs to be led with she want to be married. That's where many women make the mistake. Ooh. Okay. I like that. And I feel like that's something that Pearls by You was alluding to too. Like, you gotta let people know up front what your intentions are, what you want. You know, don't just go along to get along. Don't just go with the flow. State what you're looking to achieve by dating. You know, by this interaction. Let people know, let a man know, like, look, I'm looking to be married. I'm looking to be in something that is monogamous. You gotta let people know your intentions up front. That way they can bow out gracefully or they can continue through. You know what I mean? But I think that's very sound, great advice. MIA Adams, you know, I feel like we need to be more vocal with men as far as what we are looking for. Like, I'm looking to be married. You know, I'm looking to, in order to be a mother, I want to be married to the men that I, you know, have a baby by. Like, all of that needs to be told up front, vocalized up front. That way a man knows what he's getting into. Same for the men. Let women know your intentions, or let women know what you're looking for, what you're not going to do. That way she can bow out gracefully as well. You know, but just going along with the flow and seeing where it lands, that's not good all the time. You know, there are exceptions, but a lot of times it could end up just aimlessly drifting away because nobody has a clear destination. Thanks again, Dim Eyes. It says, why marry when the prize is free? Lord have mercy. Dim Eyes, don't do this. Don't do this. But if I missed any of you guys, I apologize. I do appreciate you guys so much for your constant love and support. I cannot stress that to you guys enough. Big shout out to who was that earlier? Who was that? Big shout out to Derek Fisher for the 50. Started off early. I appreciate that. And big shout out to Al. I appreciate it. But y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe. I should have some uploads for you guys coming here soon and shortly. I gotta record them and then have them up for you guys. Probably later on this week or next week. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all let me know how I feel about this dope discussion. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Chime in. We can all learn, evolve, and grow from each other. Men and women can learn from each other. We can grow from each other, get different perspectives and viewpoints. That's beautiful. I love that. But big shout out to my crown heads. I take none of you guys for granted. I'll see you guys hopefully Friday. Okay, put back up on Friday around the same time, and we will have more dope discussions. I want to get into Tyrese. I want to see what's going on with him. If y'all could email me, demariepoet@gmail.com. Let me know what's going on with Tyrese. I want to get into what's going on with Tyrese. And there was something else as well I want to get into. But we'll see. But if you have anything outside of that, you can also email me here as well. Like, for example, Dread Mike. He was the one who inspired this dope discussion. He sent me over a link to my email and got this conversation started. So if you come across anything that's relationship oriented or based and you feel like it would be dope for us to talk about, send it to your little big sis. And if it's dope enough, we will discuss it. But I love y'all. I respect y'all. I thank you guys so much for your constant love and support. I'll see y'all Friday. Much love and peace to my crown heads.